Hi, everybody. My name's Kelby Lorenz. I'm MCT's marketing director. Today, I'm here with Christy Willis, who is one of our board members. And so we're just going to be chatting, getting to know Christy today. So how are you, Christy? How are things going?
It's a great day. Hey.
All right. So just kind of jumping on in, I want to learn a little bit about you outside of MCT. Like, let the people get to know Christy Willis.
Okay. Well, I'm a wife and a mama of two. I'm a school counselor. I've been a teacher and worked in the school system for over 20 years. And I love spending time with my family. We love to play games. I'm a little bit competitive. Well, maybe I'm a lot competitive.
I'm also competitive, so that's totally fine, Christy.
Yeah, I really like to win when we play. But yeah, we enjoy spending time with my family and doing things together.
Awesome. All right. So talk to me a little bit about how you got involved with MCT and how long you've been involved with MCT.
Sure. So in the spring of 2017, I did a crazy thing. My children really wanted to try out for Shrek the Musical. And I'm like, well, if they're going to be up there and I'm driving, I might as well try out too. And here's the thing, I can't dance at all. I am not a good singer. But I thought I'm just, if they're going to be involved, I want to be involved too. I want to see what it's like. And I was terrified, but I went and I tried out, and all four of us ended up getting a role in Shrek the Musical, and it was wonderful. And I kind of fell in love with Marshall Community Theater and the family there. So
Yeah.
that's how I started.
Well, I mean, we fell in love with the Willis family at that same time. So, it all worked out, and we were so glad that you guys came out and auditioned. And look, you're a board member now, Christy. Look.
I did not see that happening. No, I figured it would be like a one-time thing because, it makes me a little nervous to perform on stage, but I went outside my comfort zone and I'm so glad I did.
Yes, absolutely. So, as people get involved with theater troupes, they tend to make a lot of connections and memories about things. So, what's one of your favorite memories about being involved with MCT?
Okay, well, the show I will never forget is Seussical. I love Seussical for so many reasons, but it was a huge challenge for me. I was working backstage with my husband Kyle and lots of other wonderful people, and my kids were on stage, and that backstage I had never done before, and I loved it. I absolutely love being back there and seeing how the show gets put together, and the relationships that you make with that backstage crew is just phenomenal. Um, I loved that musical, and even though there were days that I was so stressed because I just wanted to do it right and I wasn't sure I was doing things the right way, it's definitely some of my best memories.
Yeah, awesome. I as soon as you said Seussical, I was like, yeah, I can see how that's a very memorable experience at
It
for
was.
you at MCT. That was a fun but very crazy show.
It was.
All right, so this one could be a little tough, but what's your favorite show or musical? It could be one that we've done at MCT or just like your favorite show in general. Just kind of curious.
Yeah, well, that's a really hard question because there's so many good ones.
Uh-huh.
Um, I will be honest, like before we got involved with theater, I had not been to a whole lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I am still fairly new in my theater experience, but I did get the opportunity to watch The Lion King, which was amazing. I love
Mm-hmm.
the costumes and the puppets, but the most recently we watched Anastasia, and it was
Uh-huh.
just amazing. The only problem is you guys have kind of ruined it for me because I can't just watch the show. Now I'm trying to figure out how they do all of these backstage
Uh-huh.
things. So it's because I've kind of fallen in love with backstage. It's like, how did they do that? Or wow, that person
Uh-huh.
they were so sneaky. I didn't even see them come on. So
Yes.
yeah, now every time I go to see a show, there's so many good ones, it's hard to say one, but every time I go, that I'm looking at the special effects and the way that they move things on and off stage, and
Mm-hmm.
how they do the things they do. So
Yes, I'm the same way. I'm like seeing something and I go, now how on earth did they do that? And then I'm fixated on that for the rest of the show sometimes. But yes, I'm in the same boat. Like
yeah.
it's fun, but at the same time, I'm like, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this right now.
Yes,
All right,
but
so
it's not easy. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. So talk to me. We're gonna switch gears and talk about you as a board member. So
Okay.
talk to me about like what you're excited about in your position, any plans you have, just being on the board. Like, what are you excited about for 2023?
I'm just excited to see where we're going to go. Like I know there are lots of things in work and it's an exciting season coming up, excited about the shows that are there, but just also the steps that we're taking to just make our theater even more relevant to our community and more open and welcoming to everyone around, not just Marshfield, but in all of the communities surrounding, and just making it a wonderful place for everybody feels welcome. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm a great performer. I can't sing. I definitely can't dance. I don't know any of the dance steps. You can ask Carolyn, it's bad. But I still felt welcome I felt like I was wanted to be a part of every show. I've always felt like they want me there. And I want to continue that vision that everyone is welcome at Marshfield Community Theater, that you have a place there. And that's something as a board member, I really want to see that continue. And that's kind of my mission with Marshfield Community Theater, is that we continue to make that a place where everyone is involved and included.
Yeah, and I definitely think that growth mindset is at the forefront of all of our minds right now. Like all of last year, conversations going into this year were all about like in our 20th season, we want to grow. We want to continue growing. How do we do that? Strategic planning, like all of these things. We're like, how do we get to that next step? And I'm just excited that we're all kind of on that same wavelength about that.
Yes. And wanting families to get involved.
Mhm.
Not, my kids were smaller when we started and now they both love it as well. And I kind of sad we didn't get started even earlier,
Mhm.
even earlier on. And just making sure that families know that they're welcome and they have a place. And if you can't sing, it's okay. We still have a spot for you. If you can't dance, it's okay. You're still going to be included. And there are things that we want you to join our family. We want you to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, so we're in our 20th season. How does that make you feel like that we're in this 20th season now?
I think that's amazing. I don't feel like most community theaters make it that long.
Yes.
From my experience and what I've known, when I've done a little research, and most of them don't make it that long, especially for as a nonprofit and not having big oversight, but just local people that care about the arts and want to see that being prevalent in our community. So it's just amazing to me that we've made it and we're strong. Do we have challenges? Of course we do, but we're strong and we have a vision for the future and we have plans that we're working towards. So I think that's amazing. And like I said, our upcoming shows are really exciting.
Yeah, I think our season is something else this year. Like every time I look at it, I'm just like, I can't believe we're actually doing this. Like this is so much fun. And I just hearing people talk about plans for different things we have in each show, I'm just like, gosh, this is gonna be so much fun for people. All right, so that last official question. So why do you feel like people should be involved with MCT?
I think that there's a lot of things that you can get busy in life. I mean, there's lots of directions that you can go. And of course, everybody has to find their thing. But I will tell you that MCT is a place that wants families to be, like I said, be welcomed. I keep saying that, but it's so important. We want you to have a place and a place where you feel like you fit in, and
Mhm.
we want you to join us. And just that every kid, when they get to get on that stage, feel supported and loved. And an adult, we find a spot for you. And like I said, if you've never sang before, you've never done a ball step change, I did that wrong, whatever that's called, step ball change, right?
Yes.
Something like that. If you've never done that before, you are welcome here and we want you here. And you will find a family in addition to your outside family, your personal family, your work family. Our MCT is a family and we care about each other and we look out for each other. And I think that you feel a belonging. And when you step onto that show, like whatever part you're in, whether you just come in for the week before the show, which is quite a feat right there, and work through that show, you are going to make relationships that will be with you forever, that really do carry you on. And when you see that person in Walmart, or you see that person even in Springfield, you're like, hey, how are you? Because you make that connection. And I think that's the magic of MCT, is that connection with those people.
Absolutely. I think through some of my closest friends, and I'm like almost all of them I've met at MCT, like literally almost all of them. And I think that's just the beautiful thing about theater, is like every show you're walking away with new friendships, new connections, new memories. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, that was all my questions. Do you have any like final parting words of wisdom before we end this interview?
I have no words of wisdom, but I will tell you that, and I feel like I've said it all the time, but MCT is a place that cares about the people in our community. It's not just something that you'll do once and be able to be done with. Like, honestly, we plan to do Shrek and then like kind of let the kids continue on, and they've pulled us in, but it's such a good, in a good way, you know. And I feel a connection with so many people there, and I could call someone up and I know they would be there for me, and I hope that it would be the same for them. And just, it's just a really wonderful place to meet and join in on the community.
Perfect. What a way to sum it up. I am going to add, as the marketing person in me sitting here, if you're looking for ways to get involved, you can go to our website, marshfieldtheater.org. You can reach out on any of our social media pages. Just reach out, ask questions. If we're not the right person to answer it, we will get you in contact with the person who is the right person to answer. So don't be afraid to reach out. We'd be happy to talk to you about all the things that we have going on this year. And there's a lot. So feel free to reach out, get involved. We'd love to have you there. All right. Well, thanks, Christy, for joining me and being on this call. I really appreciate it, letting people get to know you. So I'm going to let you go, and I will see you and talk to you soon.
Absolutely. See you soon. Bye, Kelby.
Bye.